Hi, I'm Liz Cortez with Business Trends TV, and today I am joined by Melanie McFarlane from MCM Property Services. Hi, Melanie.
Hi, Liz.
Hello. Thank you so much for joining us today for this interview. So before we jump into the interview on how to find a really great property management company, I want to tell the viewers just a little bit about you. So Melanie McFarlane is the owner and operator of MCM Property Services, and they specialize in dealing with residential leasing and property management. So MCM Property looks after properties all over northern and western Sydney. So Melanie, I'm so glad that we get to interview today. So my first interview question for you is, as an expert and someone that's been in the real estate industry for over 13 years, what advice would you give to someone that's looking online for a really great property manager?
Well, I suppose the first thing is there's a lot of companies out there, so really they need to start with doing some research online. So before they pick up the phone and actually ring anybody, what I'd recommend is that you have a look online, have a look at the agency's website, see what sort of information is available about the company, and then also look for reviews online. With social media today, people are pretty comfortable giving their opinion. So, you can look on things like the Google reviews or True Local or Facebook reviews and really see what people are saying who are actually using their services. Obviously companies always say good things about themselves, but you really want to hear from people that have experienced what they do.
That is great. So go check out True Local. I know that is a big online directory in your area, as well as Google+. But so when it comes to expertise and you're taking a look, there's lots of different property managers. What advice would you give around expertise or their experience, or what should they be looking for to make sure that they choose the right property manager?
Yeah, so I think one of the big mistakes that people make is they look for how long the company's been around. And really what they should be looking at is how long have the property managers been doing property management. Unfortunately, there are some businesses out there who probably have a bit more of a sales focus, and what they tend to do is actually employ younger, sort of less experienced property managers because they are a bit cheaper, and often they're employing them really as a breeding ground for salespeople rather than proper specialist property managers. So what I'd say is you really need to look for somebody who's been in the industry doing property management, for a reasonable period of time, so that they do have the knowledge and experience to be able to look after and really care for your property. There's a lot involved, there's a lot of legislation, there's a lot of paperwork, there's a lot that they need to know, and you really need somebody that's been in it for a while and who understands what it takes to look after what is really one of a landlord's biggest assets.
That sounds great. Definitely looking for someone that has been around the area, and also maybe even in the area that you're wanting the property manager to be around, so that they know that area, right? Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it's important to have, a knowledge of all facets of property management. So, how to look after the property, what the rents are in the area, what sort of tenants are around, understanding what's the kind of ideal type of tenant for that property, so that we can really target the marketing and get the right people in. And then ongoing, obviously, looking after the lease and understanding, what the compliance requirements are for that as well.
Okay, great. So when it comes to quality of service, and choosing that property manager, what do you think is the top couple of qualities that they've got to have?
Yeah, well, I suppose the difference between picking a property manager and perhaps picking a salesperson is the length of time that you're having to deal with this person. So ideally, you can have a property manager for as many years as you really own the property. So you really have to look for someone that you're comfortable in dealing with on an ongoing basis. So they need to be really good at their job, but they need to be somebody that you're happy to have a conversation with. You want to be comfortable that they're going to return phone calls, they're going to return emails, they're not hiding from you. You want somebody who's personable, because they have to deal with your tenants as well. So they need to be, have some of that sort of like sales skills, and be, really comfortable talking to people. But also, I suppose, firm enough to be able to act in your best interests. Sometimes we have to do things that perhaps, the tenants may not like, or, you've got to deal with some issues, and you really need somebody that's, strong enough in character, I suppose, to, to follow through and do all the right things.
Oh, that's excellent. That's a lot, man. That question, you jam-packed that with all kinds of, great tips. I mean, you definitely have experience in this area, and thanks, for letting the person watch this video here, learn more from your experience. Now, I know, you are the owner and operator for MCM Property Services, and if someone was coming to you and wanted you to lease and manage their property, what experience would they have?
Well, I suppose the first thing that they need to know is if they pick up the phone and ring MCM Property Services, they're going to ring me. So, people can feel really comfortable that they are getting somebody who does have the experience. Obviously, it's my business, so I've got a vested interest in making sure that, all of my landlords and the tenants, have a really great experience. So if they pick up the phone, they're going to speak with me. If they email, it'll be me that's returning their email. There are some businesses out there who have begun outsourcing, administration and reception and all these sort of things really to overseas, which, depending on your opinion, may be a bit concerning. So people can feel really comfortable that it's me that they're dealing with. I'm very hands-on. I think of myself as quite a personable person, so I'm easy to talk to, and I think all of my landlords and tenants have had a great experience.
Excellent. So I know that you have something very special for the person who's watching this video right now. So why don't you tell us about that?
Yeah, so I understand that picking a property manager or indeed changing from a current property manager, it is a big decision. So what we like to do for people is we do actually offer them 1 month's free management services, so they can come, try out, experience for themselves what we have to offer, and financially they're not paying any fees for that month. So we have that trial period available to all our new landlords, all our new customers.
Wow, that is fabulous. What a great offer to offer for the people that are watching this right now. I put up your phone number right here and website, and you can also click it right below this video or somewhere around this video. But what is the best way to get a hold of you, Melanie?
Yeah, look, pick up the phone and give me a call. So you ring the 1300 number, and it'll come through to me, and I'll answer all of your questions. And if you're around in the Sydney area, I'm happy to come and meet with you. If not, we can speak over the phone, or indeed do a Google Hangout and chat over the internet. So there's a lot of options available depending on where the landlord is situated.
That is lots of great options. Thank goodness for technology. Yeah, so thank you so much, Melanie, for doing this interview today. I had fun. I know the person watching this right now. I'm sure they are really educated. They know what to do and how to choose the best property manager for their situation. So thank you so much.
It's a pleasure. Thanks, Liz.
Bye.
Bye.